Okay, dear students, we are back to our new session, Geography. So, previous lessons we have discussed lesson number 1. What is that? Lesson number 1, representation of geographical features. Then lesson number 2, the atmosphere. And lesson number 3, the weather and climate. These 3 lessons we completed, and question answer also we have given to you. And I hope that you have completed the copy work, and together with you might have learned the question answers too. And let us previous session, we just started the weathering and soil formation, chapter number 4. And we completed the interior, no, we were discussing the interior of the earth, the crust we might have completed. Now today we are going to discuss uh, the mantle, the mantle. See. Below the crust lies the mantle. Okay, we can see here in this. This is what crust, topmost part. Below that, some part. This is second layer, that is known as mantle. Okay, so what is it? It is about 2,900 kilometer. Its constituent material are denser than those of the crust. Both the temperature and the density of mantle increase with increasing the depth towards the center of the earth. When we go towards the center part of the earth, then what will happen? Both temperature as well as density, both will increase. The mantle has two parts. One is the upper mantle and the another one is the lower mantle. Okay, mantle can be divided into two. One is upper mantle and another one is lower mantle. The upper mantle is about 670 kilometer thick. Upper part, mantle can be divided into two parts. One is upper and another one is lower. Upper can be up to 670 kilometer thick. And what about lower? This is nearly 2200 kilometer thick. So lower mantle have a more thickness than upper mantle. The top layer of upper mantle is solid. Topmost layer of, upper mantle, again we can divide into two. One is a solid layer, another one is a little molten type of liquid. Below this layer lies a soft layer. Because of the high temperature in this layer, rocks here are in a soft state. Why this layer is a soft? Upper mantle can be divided into two. That below upper mantle have some soft state. Why? Because of high temperature. A stage they reach just before melting. This layer begins the depth of about 50 kilometer and extends roughly 300 kilometer. Okay, and below this layer the rocks of upper mantle become harder with depth. After that it is very hard. So the soft layer the soft layer within the upper mantle is called the asthenosphere. So I said upper layer we can divide into two parts. That is second part is a soft layer. Already I said this part we call it asthenosphere. What is it? Asthenosphere. And from Greek word asthenos, which means weak rocks. I can spare, weak spare. And the lithosphere, which comprises the crust and the hard uppermost part of the mantle, floats on the asthenosphere. So upper part of the mantle is we can have what it is hard rock. This hard rock floats slowly moving on asthenosphere. Okay, continuous movement. The lower mantle is a solid layer starting at about 700 kilometer. After asthenosphere, solid layer begins. That is what a lower mantle. That is a 700 kilometer. Unlike the upper mantle, it is a composed of rocks of uniform hardness. Hmm? Upper mantle, we said some are hard and some are molten state or a soft state. But what about a lower mantle? This is a hard one. Hmm? That also uniform hardness we can find there. So here it is the picture. Hmm? What is it? Just to go through it. This is a crust line, crust, ocean basin, then a continental crust solid, more thick, then uppermost layer of mantle. This is a solid. Then what about asthenosphere? This complete is what these all are uppermost mantle. Okay, this this you have to make it by learn and draw in your copy. Now let us learn rocks. The earth lithosphere is made up of rock. Lithosphere is made up of rock. Usually brings to mind the material like a marble. When we think of a rock, some of the material comes on our mind. That is a marble, granite, sandstone. However, for a geoscientist, rock also includes soft and loose materials like a clay, sand, gravel, slate, silt, and in fact everything that forms the lithosphere of the earth. These are the some of the example. Mm? And rocks are made up of minerals or naturally occurring chemicals based on how they were formed. Rocks may be of three types. Lithosphere means rock sphere. And these rocks can be divided into three types of rocks. One is a sedimentary rock, we can igneous rock. Oh, first one, igneous rock. This is what a primary rock. Then sedimentary rock. Then metamorphic rock. These are the three types of rocks. Igneous rock. Now we are going to learn about igneous rock. Deep below the earth's surface, rocks are in a molten state called magma. We know some hot molten liquids are present inside the earth. This is known as magma. When this magma when comes out from interior part, we call it lava. Okay, this magma, when magma cools and solidifies, it forms very hard rock known as igneous rock. When this hot molten liquid, it may get cooled and get solid in form, then we call it what? Igneous rock. Igneous means of fire because magma has high temperature, too hot. So something like fire. So we call magma to fire. So much of the earth crust is made up of igneous rock. Then igneous rocks are called primary rock. Another name for a igneous rock, that is known as a primary rock. So why do we call primary rock? Because the first rock formed when the earth crust solidified. That is why igneous rocks are the first rock. That is why we call it a primary rock. Then from igneous rocks only, another all the rocks like sedimentary and metamorphic rocks get formed. So extrusive igneous rocks are found when magma cools and solidifies on reaching the surface. The magma that reaches the surface is known as lava. That already I said to you, when magma reaches on the surface, we can call it lava. So dear students, rest part we will continue with in another session. So this chapter you have to read, and inside question answers you just learn it. So have a nice day. Thank you. Take care.